It takes just a few seconds to find advertisements online purporting to be for people smugglers. These ones, in Albanian, even show a sailing boat crossing the channel. When we told TikTok about this account today, they banned it. Today, tech companies like TikTok, X and Meta joined international interior ministers at a summit in London, addressed by the Prime Minister.
This is about fairness. And there is little that strikes working people as more unfair than watching illegal migration drive down their wages, their terms and their conditions through illegal work in their community. I've got to be honest here. For too long, the UK has been a soft touch on this.
The Prime Minister announced new powers for police and said 24,000 people with no right to be here had been returned since Labour came to office. The previous rate, he said, was 300 a year. But that's not the whole story. So far this year, more than 6,600 migrants have been detected crossing the channel in small boats, a 43% increase on the same period last year. And the number of people applying for asylum when their visas run out now stands at 40,000, more than are arriving by small boats.
I think the Prime Minister's credibility on this issue is in complete tatters. He promised to smash the gangs. He has completely failed to do that. 30,000 crossings, illegal channel crossings since the election, up by 31%. And this year so far, 2025, has been the worst year on record. Keir Starmer has no credibility on this issue.
But the Home Secretary says she has succeeded where the Tories failed in persuading the French authorities to allow their police to intercept boats on the water, something ITV News recently filmed them unable to do. And today's summit was joined by nations from which migrants come both legally and illegally, and who think more can be done.
Better data sharing and better collaborations with other countries to make, in terms of making sure that we don't just solve the problem, but we stop the problems from happening.
The government is putting international cooperation at the heart of its efforts to tackle illegal migration, and today the Prime Minister was careful not to rule out the idea of eventually processing migrants in return hubs in other countries.
So, Carl, the Prime Minister very insistent that progress is being made. Is he right? Is progress happening?
Well, as you said, Mary, the numbers are pointing in two different directions at once, aren't they? The number of returns is up dramatically, but the number of arrivals is also continuing to rise. So I think the honest answer is it's too early to tell. What the Prime Minister would say is that this is a complex problem to which he is coming up with intricate international solutions, each one of which plays its part. So, for example, one thing that they are keen on talking about at the moment is the change to French police rules, which will allow them to stop boats once they are in the water. That should come into force later this summer, although, as one Home Office source admitted to me, changing the rules is one thing. It remains to be seen how enthusiastically the French police actually carry out operations on the water. So this is a large, complex picture which is changing. The government has a very different, more international approach, but it is far too early to say whether it's working.
OK, Carl Dinnan in Westminster. Thank you.